Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play A Legionary's Life, episode number 8. We had a lot of success in the last video. I have to make sure I do not get overconfident, because I feel like it's very possible. I'm feeling like very good about our character. That's the kind of times when you start taking risks, unnecessary risks, and getting yourself in a lot of trouble. So let's see what we want to do. We're going to start off by working out what is our character really missing. Quickness I know is low. Well, coordination and endurance, strength. I mean, you know what? Everything's looking pretty good. I'd say that everything but constitution still needs to go up about equivalent. I mean, I would say that I like endurance being higher than the other ones, and I don't mind quickness being lower than the other ones. So we kind of want to just train all of them. Strength. Oh, or wounds. Something is causing a stir through the camp. Actually, you are sure you've heard a cheer of jubilation. Then you find out. Big news from Rome. Hasdrubal Barca's army, which crossed the Pyrenees last year after escaping you, was finally intercepted in Italia by 2 consular armies. Is it 2 consular armies or a 2 consular army? I don't know. Before he could join his brothers Hannibal further to the south. His army was annihilated near the river Taurus, and Hasdrubal himself died fighting alongside his men. Hannibal is isolated now, and Rome has never been so safe since he crossed the Alps. When you embarked 3 years ago, all this seemed next to impossible. The revelry goes on for a long time. Your morale is increased by 5. That offsets the penalty we just took. Yeah, rumor has it that Hasdrubal, they cut off his head and they brought it to Hannibal. Just presented him his brother's head. I mean, that's like, not old wives' tale, but that's like myth. That's the legend. The legend goes. Who knows if that's actually true. Running looks really good. It gives us quickness, endurance, like both those things. Boy, our characters, we are even going to suffer through yet one more thing of morale. But good, thankfully enough, our morale is very high. And people have noticed my success, and several people have commented that they think that this is exactly tied to morale. So we're going to do our darndest to keep morale up. We really are. Let's keep doing the workouts. Let's try mixing it up. Endurance. And that should be the last morale tick we hit. We're now only content. Well, maybe we ought to play a board game. We lost 1, but at least our opinion goes up. We lost 2 denarii. Oh, we're not having any luck. Alright, there we go. We gained 3 denarii. Morale goes up. All this stuff's good. Okay, so now let's go back to training. We have only half our time left, and I think we have enough money, by the way, that we're going to probably want... Whoops, not this one. Inventory. 500. Although we can sell some items. In fact, I think we can buy and sell without searching. So we can just sell directly. Yeah, we have a lot we can sell. So this is just strictly better. So this is awareness 2, material 3, 50, 10, 14, 40. This is strictly worse. So we can right click, sell that one. And these might be, this is 924, 920, 6020. What's the difference here? Honestly, if they're exactly the same, I'm going to sell the more expensive one because they appear to offer identical stats, unless there's decimal places that are not being shown here. Oh, theirs is. The neck is 12 on this and the neck is 0 on this. Okay, I noticed in time. We'll sell that one. There's no reason why we would ever use either of these two, since these two are, each one of these is better than their respective counterpart. That's only going to be 7 gold, not really that much. I'm pretty sure there's no way. 190 for groin, which is perfect. 100 for torso, it's amazing. 1527. Yeah, so anti-armor resistance is actually less. But this is 35%. This is, in every way, it's just so much worse that we're just going to get rid of that. And I don't ever find myself using greaves. The penalty to fatigue is, or to quickness, I should say, I don't think it's worth it. So we'll confirm the sell of that. And we got 19 more money. We're at 513. Things are looking good. I don't think we want to spend the time yet. We'll go ahead and just get rid of that stuff. It means that it's not in the list of items to buy and sell anymore. But we'll probably check that out. If there is better mail, we're in good shape. I would say that we're in good shape. The thing I probably want even more is a better sword. We'll see if one is available to us, though. Let's take a look at our character as well. How are we doing as far as sword, shield, javelin, all this stuff? Javelin, obviously, could probably do with a bit of training. Endurance is up to 68. That's good. Coordination has not gone up at all. Let's try to work that out. Constitution, coordination, this one. All right. Got 52 more money. Let's try to train a little bit. Let's do good. Well, we have a good chance. So I think we're probably supposed to be doing this one. Anyone? Yeah, we're not doing that. So we shouldn't be doing that. Okay, the Centurions and their Optiones are hard-pressed to make the Menopole execute a complex maneuver. Involves wheeling to the left, rotation to the right, to advance as a column. Then wheeling to the left once more to form battle line. Half the times you are asked to do the opposite. Which means, I guess, right, left, right, instead of the other way. We can either step in and see if they can help, or we can leave them to their job. Charisma is 59, which I think is important. Intellect and awareness, 59. So everything is above, but it's not above by much. And I failed last time I did this. Let's leave them to their job. Okay, well, we can't nail down the maneuver, but we at least did not take a penalty. I don't know which solo practice thing I'm supposed to be doing here. Good? It seems like it should be good, yeah. And it doesn't tell us yet that we're not gaining anything. So there, we gained some skill. Okay, well, let's go back and do this workout over here. Again, coordination is what I want, and I'm not getting. All right, so let's do this offer sacrifice. Okay, we got morale of 20. Hooray. That's great. Cannot do that one again. So we got our high morale, which is great. Let's try... I still want to get coordination up. Okay, we got it sword up. That's the best we can do. Let's do the buy-sell. It's time to move on, but we were expecting that. Oh my gosh. What? Compare? So we are equipped with this. Oh, I see. The material quality is 4. So it's 1527. There's a 1729. Okay, it's not... I don't think it's that important. Let's look at this. Wait, did the price just go up? No, I don't think so. This one's even better. So we get actually leg coverage there. But again, we're probably not going to be able to do any of those things. 7 and 24. This is strictly worse than what I'm already wearing. Also strictly worse. No, there's not a... This is amazing. There's not a single sword for sale. Alright, we probably are going to have to switch over to a Celtic helmet just to prevent ourselves from being killed. 78 for this one, which is 75, 28, 1440. Quality of 3. Huh. It's just the only difference I see is this neck. Yeah, everything else is the same. So we'll take the higher neck percentage. This is probably what we'll end up doing. Awareness penalty 3. Don't really like it, but it will save our life, I think. So this is 78. What is this one? Yeah, same thing. Yeah, they didn't really give us much to work with here. I think we will buy and equip this Celtic helmet. This will take our awareness down to effectively 51, but I think that's okay. Okay, let's buy it. Do we want to sell any of our helmets? Well, look, I think that awareness of 2 is... Let's see, 1440, yeah. I don't think the awareness of 2-1 is worth anything to us. If we're going to take an awareness penalty at all, we might as well take it 3 to get much better stats. So we'll confirm the sale there. Not that the money really matters, but in my head I like to think of it as our guy has to carry around one less thing. We want to make sure that there's no other mail which really could work for us. I'm pretty sure not. I mean, this is just way too expensive. Yep. So that's all we're going to be able to do. And we start off with high morale, which is great. We'll move on. Hasdrubal's Gisca and Mago Barca, Hannibal's youngest brother, are leading the remaining armies of Carthage in this theater. They have joined forces set on dealing with you once and for all. Scipio himself leads whatever forces he has at his disposal to face them. The legions and the Italic Allee, I forget how to say this. Allee. The allies. It means allies, I think. Of course, but also a large number of native allies. You don't like the rumors you've been hearing. It seems the enemy outnumbers you by a fair margin. When you come in sight of the Punic camp near the town of Ilipa, you can see for yourself the reports were not overblown. Okay, well, we're in good morale. Literally. We don't have the best sword, but I think we're sitting pretty good. Your army is busy building its camp across the broad plain that separates you from the Carthaginians. A large cavalry host comes forward from the other side, trying to take you by surprise. To their dismay, they find out that Scipio hid his own cavalry behind the hill. The sudden counterattack stalls his assailants for a while, but the fight is in the balance. Soon, your maniple is sent out to back the horsemen up. Your cavalry has been slowly taking ground thanks to your support. As yet another charge brings chaos to both sides, a Numidian rides in front of your ranks with a clear intent to provoke an attack. These horsemen are considered among the best in the world. They were key to many of Hannibal's victories in the early years of the war, and all your compatriots who have met them on the battlefield have learned to respect them. Do we want to end our series early? He's probably going to have something like 60 or 70. 60, I'm going to guess like 60 for skills. It's not going to be very easy to kill this guy. Oh my gosh. I really wish I could save. I really wish I could save. We're going to do it. We're going to do it! A roar rises from your companions as you prepare to face the Midian's charge. It's almost enough to cover the profanities your centurion is shouting as you if you're leaving your place. We'll use our javelin as a spear. You lack the discipline and self-confidence to withstand his attack. As he rides past, he finds an opening and strikes. He's not finished yet. He turns his mount, set on trampling you onto its hoses. Pain exposes your knocked. Finally, the Midian is forced to ride away by the approaching squadron of Italic armor. It did not go well. I thought we were actually going to fight him. I would have stayed in the ranks if it was not an actual battle. The skirmish goes on for a long time, but in the end, the Carthaginians have to give up and ride back to their camp. Nothing else relevant happens for the rest of the day. So hopefully we can get back home without fighting and losing too much more health, because we can recover what we've already lost, I think. The day has come. The voices of officers giving orders and the sound of marching feet fill the air as your column leaves the camp. All your efforts over the last 4 years are at stake today. Your maniple takes its position on the battlefield. If you fail here, the vast plain is the last place. This vast plain is the last place you'll ever see. The legions of Rome and the Italic ally are in the center. Your local allies, light troops on the wings. When the dust settles, you see the distant enemies. Hasdrubal Gisco adopted a similar approach with his heavy infantry in front of you. His elephants stand like towers in front of his Hispanian allies on the wings. They have elephants. You wait in silence. You have to trust your fellow soldiers. If at any point they panic and break formation, then all is lost no matter what you do. You try not to dwell on it. The wait seems to go on forever. Minutes pass, then hours. Neither general gives the signal to advance. As the sun approaches, you see a motion ripple through the enemy front. They are not advancing, though. They are going back to their camp. Soon after, the same order is given to you. You march back with a mix of relief and frustration. The following day, the scene repeats itself, and the day after that. And so on for several days. The Carthaginians are always deployed first, their heavy infantry in the center, and you follow soon after, mirroring their arrangement. This endless back and forth has eased our nerves. We lost the the intelligence check for morale. Then one morning you are all awakened sooner than usual. The order is to have breakfast and prepare to march out. Something is off with the position of your legion in the outgoing column. You'll end up on a wing rather than in the center. Interesting. You regain 15 points of health, which is fantastic. Your cavalry and skirmishers are harassing the Punic camp, forcing Hasdrubal Gisco to respond and deploy in a hurry. Both armies are fully positioned, the dust has not settled yet, but you are quite sure you're facing the enemy light infantry now, rather than their elite heavy troops. This time, there will be no turning back. Okay, well, we are almost completely healed, so I feel a little bit better about our stupidity with the whatever. And it did help our opinion with the troops, which should, in theory, help us get sparring partners, so. Scipio himself takes command of your wing, you wheel to the right, then turn left, your 3 lines have become columns. Your maniple loses cohesion for a moment and comes close to disarray. Not very reassuring. Your senior officers quickly regain control, though. Your morale has decreased by 3. As a column, you advance and move much faster than usual. You see that the other wing on the left, also made up of heavy footmen, is doing the same. The line formed by your Hispanian allies in the center is moving forward at a slower pace. So we're doing, like a concave formation. Half circle. Kind of. I mean, it's really just square here, square here for the back, square here. You are now close enough to the Carthaginian left wing. You wheel to the right once more, then turn and face them in the usual formation. You have been too fast for them to react properly. Their elephants are being driven away by your skirmishers. At last, you are ordered to advance. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Throw it into the enemy ranks. We'll see what happens. And what are we up against here? Okay, skills are very weak. Quickness is amazingly high. Coordination is decent. Low strength, low endurance, low awareness. So I think what we're going to end up doing with this guy is just sitting back and letting him attack because he's quick. So we throw our javelin, we'll probably not end up going first. We'll throw it anyway. And we hit it. Fantastic. Failed. Could respite. I don't know why we would do that. But he didn't miss yet either. Well, this is a pretty good chance of success. Let's do a normal quick feint. Resisted. And he failed on his. So we can just do another one. It should be better and better chances considering he only resisted. Succeeded. And he recovered. Okay, let's sit back and respite. I'm going to do a respite without... I don't want to lose morale. Right now it's weird, but morale is more important to me. Okay, so he did that. I'm just going to recover. 50% chance to recover. We're waiting for his fatigue to go up. I think I'm still going to do my recovery here. I forgot that he... Okay, so he succeeded. We missed our opportunity to recover, but there it is. And he failed at his respite. Alright, so he... What, by the way, I didn't even look. What is my chance? I don't have that bad of a chance to hit him. All we need to do is maybe land... He has no armor at all. I mean, our torso, the chance to hit his torso is actually pretty good. We might actually just go for this one. Well, it's better to do a feint first to force him to recover. I mean, this is pretty darn good. Let's do this. Okay, look at that. 0 damage. Oh, our new armor is awesome. Okay, with that kind of confidence, I think I'm just going to start swinging for his arm. Oh my gosh. Which is great because we're doing a lot of damage. I mean, we're not doing a lot of damage, we're doing a lot of fatigue damage. Swing for maybe his groin here. 1.2 damage. Got it. Okay, that's fine. We'll still swing for his arm. Got it. And he's I think we have him at this point. His fatigue is just going to be the end of him. Well, I think we'll go for the torso at this point. Higher chance of hitting. Please, let me get there. Let me get there. We can get there. Just give me another moment. Okay, 4. I don't want to hit for 4 anymore. Oh, okay, 6 is not that much better. Kill him. We did it. All right, perfect. This is a perfect fight for us so far. We just, at the last moment, were able to get the kill. From your current position, didn't take any damage too. From your current position, it's difficult to figure out what's going on ahead. One after another, the rows, okay, it's the usual shuffle. Once slowly we find ourselves back in the front again. Okay, so he failed in his, he's already fatigued, so I think we know what we're going to do here. We're going to just do the whole, get him fatigued song and dance. What's our attack look like? Yeah, not high enough. This guy might be a better defender. I don't know. Wow, his quickness is insane. These guys are very quick. But I honestly prefer that over any other trait. So that's why my quickness is now low. I think it's less important than I originally thought it was. So let's do the feint. Okay, he did respite. Means this is still open though. We have such a good chance of landing this. Wanted to see how that was going to be, but let's do it this way. Ah! Okay, well, yeah, we got 2 80% chances failed in a row. Okay, surely we'll land this one, but actually we probably don't even need to worry about it. Yeah, we're going to be able to hit him in the leg very easily. Let's get him in. Get him in. Oh, what is my luck? What is going on here? All right, we're having a patch of bad luck, that's for sure. But that's not that's fine. We can survive that. Okay, so I think we'll go for another feint. Yeah, I think we'll go for another normal feint. Good. Now we can go for his leg. 9 damage. He failed at recovering. We'll go for his leg again. Ah, no! I think we'll go for his leg again. Oh my gosh, we're just in such bad shape. And he, of course, is going to be able to hit us because we're so down on recovery. Okay, well, we can probably at least feint him out. Wow, charge has a great... We'll just go for it. It worked! Okay, we're in good shape now. We probably don't need to fatigue him out. We can probably just kill him, but I want to go for the fatigue. I feel like it's a little bit better. Okay, he recovered his... I think we'll actually go back and just recover. It'll let him go all the way full, but we're both all the way full. That's fine. We're obviously sitting at a huge advantage right now, and we can go we can just go heavy on the attack anytime we want. But the 75% chance to land a feint just seems like okay. So okay, well if he's, I think we will do this then. Go for the torso. Kill him. Ah! Ah! Yes! Okay, let's sit back, defense, let's just recover. Alright, we are a little bit... this is perfect. Despite your efforts, the enemy formation is initially holding its ground. So our fatigue will be lowered the next time. It's perfect. You have weakened them enough, pinned down by your Hispanian allies in the center. The African infantry can't come to the aid of these Citrati, or Catrati. There's no reason to expose yourselves more than necessary, so you are ordered to step back and let the Principes take over. Very soon, the wings of the Punic front start to collapse, forcing the unprotected center to follow. This is amazing. And our character, our deeds, like, we're actually doing well. I mean, we're like, we came into our own. Again, watch the overconfidence, but this is a really joyous moment for me. Hasdrubal Gisco manages to rally what he can of his fleeing army and forms a new defensive line on the hill close to his camp. He has lost too many troops, however, and their morale must be shaky at best. Your army is waiting at the bottom of the hill when the signal to attack comes through. You fairly outnumber the Punics now. This won't take long. The enemy is weak and there's no reason to put your life at risk. Few would notice if you held back a little. Fight and don't spare yourself. These guys are much stronger, so these are, basically the same skills as I have. Weaker on the endurance side, so we'll definitely be going for endurance here. I think we'll have, we outnumber them. I'm imagining we'll have allies join us. Coordination and awareness of this guy is just abysmal, which means I think feinting is going to be really important. So let's sit back a little bit. And, oh, wow. Sit back a lot, really, and feint. Okay, let's respite. And it's such a low chance. I'm going to wait for him to try to swing at me. There we go. Now we can try to just land a feint. Yeah, way too low percentage-wise. We'll try to do it. Succeeded. He recovers. No, that's right. He has very low recovery chance. Shield charge is looking pretty good. Because this was one of the hits Jean gave me that maybe just charge a little bit more often. Oh, wow. It just really works. He failed his recovery twice. This guy's... I think that this guy's lack of coordination is going to be the end of him. We could hack him to death. Armor, not going to work out very well. Wow, this guy's armor is incredible. So we should have almost no... 75% chance. No, I think that's better, because this is basically a 50% chance. 275s, 2 3/4. That's 9/16. It's pretty much half. So that's only a half chance we actually do damage. Let's just swing on his arm. Just not gonna matter too much, but we'll nickel and dime him. It will get his fatigue up slowly but steadily. Okay, we can feint now, or should we just charge again? That seems too low to me. Let's go to a normal feint. Let's try it again. Just failed twice. It's funny, actually, that we have done so poorly in the fatigue battle. I kind of feel like we should have done something else. Wow, this guy failed like so many times to recover. Anyways, we'll sit back and be defensive now. Okay, we'll recover. Recover. There it is. Well, that torso armor is really paying dividends right now. We'll just recover. Okay, he's doing well, but we have so much constitution, I feel like we'll be okay. So what we're waiting for, look at him. He missed, he opens up, and his fatigue is almost over the top. Come on. There it is, there it is, there it is. Yeah, just weren't doing very much damage, unfortunately. Looks like, the only thing that's unarmored is his arm. I think, well, okay, let's just charge him. Failed. Okay. Well, I think we'll go ahead and join him in this recovery spiral. Okay, situation's changing. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I think we'll try to land a feint here because he did reach the next tier of fatigue. Try to land a hit maybe on his arm. Nice, very nice. Did succeed and he recovered twice. Okay, we'll just put ourselves back in the defensive, do respite. Very good. And, that was successful enough, I would say. Eventually the enemy formation starts breaking apart. Very soon panic spreads as their wavering turns into a rout. Yeah, I think we just want enough hit points that we don't suffer too much morale when we're back at camp. The disheartened Carthaginians give way after a brief clash, but your chase is nipped in the bud when a sudden downpour overwhelms the battlefield. There's no choice but to go back to the camp. Some of the soldiers are wondering out loud why the gods are protecting the Punics. You make it back at last, you need all the rest you can get. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's over for us yet, and I don't know if we'll have time to do a whole nother battle, but most of their local allies deserted the Carthaginians soon after the battle. Hasdrubal, Gisca, and the remainder of his army fled during the night. Scipio leads you in pursuit. They are close to the sea when you finally entrap them. What follows is nothing more than butchery. Your maniple isn't even involved as the outnumbered Punics are slaughtered. A few thousand evade the bloodbath. They entrench themselves on the top of the nearby hills. You lay siege to them and wait. They won't last long without water. When they surrender, there's no trace of Hasdrubal and Malgo. They made their escape. But it matters little. It is over. Carthage's presence in Hispania is all but obliterated. So we've finally taken Spain. Wonderful. And hooray! Fighting real battle has sharpened your skills. We get 2 skill points and everything. And that's it. A few months later, the last fortress of Gaudes surrenders without a fight. When you arrived 4 years ago, 3 large armies were keeping Hispania under Carthage's thumb. Now this land is firmly in the hands of Rome. You embark once again, this time heading home. After such a long time in the army, you can't wait to see your family. And yet, your new life back home is not as you anticipated. Maybe it's your people who are different. Or maybe it's you. Maybe it's your people who are different, maybe it's you. What you saw, what you got used to, you can't shake the feeling that something is amiss now. It's going to ask us whether or not we want to continue. Scipio is back too. Many Roman citizens regard the young general as a hero after the astounding victory in Hispania, and he is elected consul. After a long debate, Scipio is allowed to carry out his plan to invade Africa. It's basically like antagonizing people to be able to do it. The vast land beyond the sea to the south, dominated by the city of Carthage itself. He is given command of the legions of Sicilia. They are composed of the survivors of Cannae, confined to the island until the end of the war as punishment, doomed to a long-lasting exile by someone else's ruinous blunder. The new consul is forbidden to levy any more legionaries, but volunteers are permitted. I will enlist. Of course, we could end the game, but what would be the fun in that? You travel to Sicilia by sea and with Scipio himself and thousands of other volunteers. From there, the consul intends to launch the invasion of Africa that will hopefully end the war once and for all. So we have 2 increase in of the consular opinion. You join the 2 existing legions and begin the long months of training and preparation leading up to the new and final departure. However small, your reputation with the consul carries significant weight with your senior officers. So centurions increased by 14. Fantastic. Wow. Wow, very good morale overall. So I think this is a good place to wrap this video up. We'll keep it on the shorter end, but that's fine because I think we want to do all this training, the whole cycle, and hopefully we'll get into Carthage and see how our Legionary is doing then. So it was a very successful episode. I'm very happy. So until the next episode, thanks for watching and take care.